in that case, I guess we're ready to move on to 10 Cutters Bluff. 10 Cutters Bluff.
Yep, that's me. I'm Dave Stulsons of Royal Gravens Architects.
Okay.
And Joe, how much background do they need?
Just, basically 5 minutes. I gave this half an hour, but it's very simple.
Before we start, maybe I could just say a couple of things. Do you think you could give us your presentation in like 15 minutes or so, and then we can
less than that.
Okay, and then we can have questions from the board and anybody else that we might want to ask comments from. And I don't think you've been before us before, so introduce myself. I'm Al Laydon. I'm the chairman of the board. And other board members.
Suzanne Rice, you already met.
Yep. Feeling good?
No.
Steve Roy Chalbash.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us. You want to make changes to 10 Cutters Bluff?
Yes. The house was part of a flexible subdivision in 2001, and we're proposing a bulkhead addition at the location of the existing bulkhead off the back of the house. There's the Bilco, which is leaking. They don't like it. We're doing some renovations to the basement space, which they want better access to. And so we are proposing this located in that location. Just basically a door, a set of stairs, and a storage area, modifying some windows on the house, and matching trim and siding. And that's it's unconditioned space as well. It has one light fixture on the outside, which is a dark skies fixture identical to one that we approved for 15 Deer Path Lane about a year and a half ago. I'm also here to talk about a generator and an expansion of a fenced-in area adjacent to the bulkhead area in the rear yard, which is, we don't have a plan, a landscaping plan for this because we're trying to modify certain areas around that fenced-in enclosure. And I'm asking, Joe suggested I ask for a square footage of impervious surface to add to give us the flexibility for the pad, plus some additional walkway in the backyard.
So you come back with a fence once you know where it is, or what's the...
Do you have a photo showing things?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. So his thought was that basically it just bumped out a couple feet and then just basically see how this sort of bends in and then comes across, that it would just come straight across to give a little bit of extra room. Because I was expecting a plan. I want to be able to have David Conway sign off on the increase in the impervious surface. And also with the generator, one of the things that I calculated out in the generator is in the material at your chair. In running through the calculations, the dBA at the property line ends up being 47.6 decibels, and I recommend to David that, and then by being enclosed, that reduces it down 5, so it's 42.6. That they look at some sort of curtain similar to what they did at 15 Deer Path to further reduce that down to come under the 40 decibels.
Okay, so there's several balls in the air there. I don't know that we can sign off on anything until we actually get the submittal.
I'm mainly here tonight to get approval for the bulkhead. And the generator and the enclosure, that's because it's still in design and still in development.
Yeah,
I'm happy to come back for that.
Yeah, it's much better that way. Otherwise, you were saying some things to us, and we're hearing things that we think you're saying, and you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's better if you could been scheduled, just coming back for those things. It doesn't sound like it's anything serious, so probably should be pretty straightforward.
The building plans have been submitted for the bulkhead in connection with the interior renovations, and John's reviewed it, and he's in the process of reviewing it. Well, there's some preliminary copy.
John's reviewing?
Yes. And I like if it's possible, to get at least approval for that, so the contractor can proceed with that work in conjunction with the renovations.
Yeah. It adds how much to the RGFA?
87 square feet.
So the total goes from what to what? Oh, here it is. $42.81 to.
It's then on the next page.
The
On the
total
backside.
the total is from 6613 to 6700.
This one says 7296 to
Right.
7383.
Actually, John corrected our math on this
Oh,
because we were counting a stair twice,
oh,
so he
okay.
bumped us down. As a matter of history, the property was originally approved for 4892, so it grew.
But it grew through, it was how RGFA was calculated.
Yes, I think so, because porches, yes.
Would you like me to weigh in?
Sure.
Okay. I went out with the site visit, and I just want to show you where this is. This is on a satellite as well. Okay, so this is 10 Cutters Bluff. So if you don't know, if you come up the road, here's the house, and then right, you can actually see the bulkhead. It's right there. Okay, and this house actually has practically no backyard. It's just, and this is a little walkway they're talking about. Now it's just a couple stepping stones to go up an elevated area into their pool, but it backs into a slope. It's, so to my way of thinking, this bulkhead adds nothing. And there's quite a bit of, again, this is a hill, it goes up, so.
Never developed that last lot.
Didn't they? Where's
No, there's
where's
one-
the last lot?
There's one
It's
It's
lot.
not right here, right?
Well, there's one behind that house.
Behind this one?
Those trees, that's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What road is this? I mean,
Cutters Bluff.
No, this is Cutters Bluff. What's this? Is that Cutters Bluff?
That's Cutters Bluff.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, the
no.
whole thing.
Because I drove up this way.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
drove
that's,
up.
oh, that's.
Yeah, here's the turnpike, terminal thing. You drive in here, there's Cutters Bluff. What's this road?
Valley House?
Ah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So anyway, this really has helped their leaking basement. It actually cuts into their yard.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, now I know where you are.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal.
No, not at all.
You guys okay with it?
Need a motion? Want to make a motion?
Oh, that we approve, the certificate of, no, just the application for the modification of the certificate of action, 10 Cutters Bluff, regarding the construction of a new replacement for that bill code. Yeah, whatever, yeah, bulkhead, yeah.
Changes
Yeah.
changes to the access to the basement.
I second that.
Oh, good, thank you.
All in favor?
I'm sure let the sick girl have to make.
Okay, so you're all set. When you're ready with the generator and the fence and the walk, just come back and I think it's probably going to be a similar discussion.
How sophisticated do those landscaping plans have to be? Just like an enlargement of this area, showing things?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'd like it just shown on this, because at least then it's on a scale. And
Okay.
we are talking only a small area.
Yeah.
You
Is it something?
can provide a flow above that area as accessory to the plan, but like to at least reference where it is on a larger plan.
Okay, is it something I can do in-house because?
Since it's not involved, I mean, it's involving a structure being the generator, but not being an addition. I don't think that's a change to the site plan that needs to be
Are you taking out
recorded.
plants, putting new plants in, or anything like that?
No, nothing other than
Do you?
grass. Although,
I don't know what was in the original submittal. Back when these houses were done in this flex plan, everything was getting recorded.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can break that rule now. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, and that's where for this, I'll have to write it that shows this as a change to the site plan, is because that's then the structure. The generator, that's the only thing that I'm not so certain as far as whether that really warrants requiring that being recorded. Because the fence and the pool equipment aren't shown on that site plan either.
You know, the fence and the pool equipment, I don't think we have, I don't know, I don't remember ever having seen the fence and the pool equipment. So
That's where the AC condensers are.
Right.
I know.
The AC condensers in,
But, I mean, that's-
in wood.
Yeah, I mean,
It's stored
yeah,
in
no,
wood
I
fiber.
understand.
Yeah, yeah.
This was before like AC condensers were considered structures.
Yeah.
Now, if you probably had it coming in, you would have had that
Right.
located.
I mean, I think we should, is
I think
it
it'd be nice
possible
to
to
follow.
check the registry and find out what's actually on file
Yeah.
at the registry?
Yeah.
And what it might be good to do is bring everything up to date
Yeah.
that might have occurred since it was originally filed, which was like 10, 12 years ago. And because I think there are a few things have been added that didn't, for one reason or another, wind up in front of us. It just put it all on the record so that in one shot, so
Yeah.
that everything's up to date. Again, if it were a more recent decision, we don't usually require everything to be recorded, I don't think. But back then,
Yeah.
it was like everything had to be carved in granite. So I just want to
Right.
make sure
It
we
was
play by the rules.
special permit and site plan. So,
Yes,
yeah.
right. So that would be what I would suggest. Just bring it up to date, record it, check the registry documents, record everything, any changes or proposed changes, document those, and then that gets recorded at the registry and it's over.
Okay, so you want me to, so in other words, I'll contact Meridian, get the original submittal from 2001, so you
Yeah.
can compare that to what's there now. Actually, I'll even skip the existing conditions plan, because it doesn't show the pool equipment and the fence on it right now. It only shows the pool, because it's dates from when they got approval for the pool.
Right.
And actually go from 2001 to what we want at the end of summer.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Meadowbrook Road. Should we just make a motion to continue the hearing, or open the hearing, make a motion to continue it, or what?
I think that at 8:15, open it
that's
and
right,
then,
you're early.
and then do that. Yeah, we're positioning it early.
So we got 2 minutes on the
Huh?
Yeah, we got a few minutes on it.
Do you want to see them?